You will be, yeah. Welcome. We're on a new episode of the Black Construct. Last episode, our adventurers scraped through many mines, found relay stations, attached Goga's PDA to a satellite, and our crew made it back with a relic. And upon doing so on the ship, Grex attempts to open said relic, and him and Gabriel are sucked within it into a distant past. Um so yes, you will be in said object. But yes, you're sucked into the past. I don't know why this keeps happening. Getting destroyed. Alright. Okay. This place should look pretty familiar. Bit different. But yes, you find yourselves almost like you awakened from a dream lying on the ground, you know, you wake up and you're here. Though it doesn't look as dingy like as it was as a mine within Calfor, but rather it looks like a decadent ruin. Like well built, as if, you know, like you just walked into like a finished mausoleum or something that had just been built, rather than like what it looked like all destroyed and decayed as a mine shaft.
And on my back. Where are we?
I don't know. Dalvo, do you know where this is? Or what this is?
He remains lifeless.
My boy's sleeping.
Elbow, are you there?
I think he's sleeping.
Mm-mm.
Or wherever we are, put him in a, I don't know, light coma. I give him a little shake.
Which makes jingling noises.
That's usually what happens when he's sleeping.
Okay. Oh, it kind of looks like that place we got the box from. This looks like the entrance.
Yeah, that place was not quite a mausoleum, though. You could describe it as a mausoleum. Are there, like, tombs or crypts in here?
There are, yeah. They these the walls north and south of you have them, and then if you were to turn this corner, you would also see them in these walls as well.
I swear we're gonna turn a corner here. Like, okay, Skyrim time. I don't hear anything though. There's no like life or shuffling or breathing or scratching or sniffing coming from anywhere.
Not that you could hear from here. If you listen like super deep, maybe you could hear something from way further in, but it would be
And
difficult.
I will listen super deep.
Super deep. Go ahead, roll dexterity. 83. You feel like you're not hearing things when you hear steps as if with plated armor on. But they're really far out to your east in this map.
So like non-armored footsteps to the east.
Like plate mail footsteps.
Armored footsteps to the east.
Yeah.
I'll just put my finger to my mouth, looking at Gabriel, and point down the hallway. We don't have the box anymore, right? We got sucked inside of it.
God.
Correct. You're not holding it or anything.
Well, there's probably a way out of here, but it sounds like there's people down there.
Keeps his mouth shut.
You have like psychic powers and stuff, right? Can't you talk in my mind?
I shake my head no.
Okay. I'll take a few steps down around the corner. Stealthing. I think one of my
Stealthing.
abilities is like super stealth.
Yeah, if you'd like to intentionally be stealthy, you can roll Agi and add that
Apex
bonus.
stealth. Plus 20. Agility for stealth?
Yep, agility plus that bonus.
Ooh.
Yep, you're very stealthy.
I motion for Gabriel to try and stealth with me.
Dexterity?
It is agility,
Agility.
for stealth.
Oh.
You're saying, D&D, get out of here.
Wow, you guys are great.
Okay. Better from him than I was expecting. Well, I motion for him to stand like right next to me, and I'll peek around this corner.
Okay. Sounds good. Yes, so you both are stealthing, completely fine. You look through this tunnel, and unlike before where it was caved in, it is quite tall. Like you can casually walk through it. It has these like supports. And now that you're seeing it in the past, allegedly, you can see how it would have broken before, because it looks like this was recently carved in, much more so than like the mausoleum part of it was built. And as you look through this like block here and stuff, looks like it's newly made as well. It's like nice. It's almost like a limestone carving or something. But no entities of sorts or traps seem to be set up.
Can I attempt to use my wise one?
Wise one. Yeah, sure.
What do I roll for that?
Great question. Probably intelligence. Let me absolutely make sure though. Okay. Wise one. Plus 10 to finding hidden object secret areas. No, this part of your dex check. Essentially, if you're looking for a hidden path or a secret area, it could apply to an intelligence check if what you were finding was hidden behind a mechanic, like a magical obstruction or like a book.
Well,
Sure. Yeah, you're not finding nothing hidden. Yeah, you look around and it's too old, like for what you're used to. So, and it's too non-Archaeodon. It's all like human designed, seemingly human designed.
there's a lot too human for me to understand.
Okay. Didn't you go to college?
I'm not sure why would college help me sneak through in a giant abandoned facility. Well, probably not
No,
abandoned, as
but
you're saying.
you said it's too human for you. Don't you study humanology at college?
No,
Uh,
I think I might have slept through that class.
I feel like every time you need to know something you don't, and then say you didn't take it at college. What did you learn at college?
Medicine?
Uh, I
To a
guess
medical
that's
college.
fair. Oh. Have you said that before?
Yes.
I must not have heard that. I was thinking you were like book smart.
No, I know quite a bit of subjects. It's more specifics. Especially about other races. Arcadons are not that very... They don't really care that much to learn about other races. They're very insulated.
Mm.
I guess I should say we are very insulated as a society.
Figured you would have learned a good deal about them when you were killing them. I usually do.
Hey, we should talk about that.
Look around. Is there a better place to talk about it?
I like look around. I guess I should say I prefer we don't talk about it.
That makes more
Okay.
sense. Well, I'm sure you know this, but the dead are pretty good at keeping secrets. Not like they're gonna say anything. But I also find trying to avoid a topic makes it more likely to surface when you don't want it to. As you wish, though. I step through the corridor.
On the other side, roll wisdom.
Can it be anything but wisdom?
Let me think about that. Could it be anything but wisdom?
My brain. I just drop wisdom on him and then have... that's all I got for the day.
Damn, real. As you walk through, you feel like a sharp tinge of pain in your head. It is uncomfortable and feels like it's almost like a crawling sensation. But after a short while, it ceases.
Do I get any idea what it was?
It's difficult to surmise, but essentially, you're not even 100% sure it's gone. You're just not feeling it anymore. You can roll intelligence, maybe, see if you're
that's
familiar
great.
with these symptoms.
Okay. No, not bad.
This type of symptom is at least in the tree of human artifact cursing. It's like a ancient thing that Drylects are familiar with because their technology is not very far from it. But it's essentially a human curse that's usually applied to people entering certain areas to dissuade them from continuing to enter. But it can be non-dangerous in terms of the initial effect, but might get stronger if you get closer to the artifact.
Gabriel, come here.
Okay.
After he steps through, I turn around, look at him. Do you feel that curse?
Do I feel what?
The brain pain.
No?
Does he not get cursed?
Roll wisdom, Gabriel.
You guys are gonna see my mod for this.
Oh, God. Damn.
Nah, he's seems to be unaffected by it. He can feel a curse after you bring it up. So he is familiar that it like kind of is permeating the air, but his own nomadic tendencies mixed with his natural mysticism seem to be making child's play of its effects, at least until he gets way closer to the source.
Oh, I can feel it permeating the air, but I'm pretty sure my body's just naturally repelling it.
That must
In my
be
mind.
nice.
Oh, did you get affected?
Yeah.
Do you want me to look you over? I'm not sure.
Do they teach you how to stop brain curses in medical school?
I mean, I'm full of space science, so maybe. Space magic,
I
I should
guess
say.
that's fair. Okay.
You may roll
And I
int for it, Gabriel. Don't
I like
believe.
to imagine I'm like 50% bigger than you, so I just loom over you and put my head in your face.
Yeah, he is about 50% bigger. 118. Let me see. I might have to roll like a. You are able to distinguish where this thing is entering, and you place your own Archaeodon sigil on the nape of Grex's neck. Sort of glows with a purplish ethereal light as you inscribe
This might
it.
burn for a second.
It doesn't burn, but like it looks like it should as you apply it, and the sort of tinge in his head sort of wisps out, and he stops feeling any of the lingering curse effect. Not that there was much to begin with.
So it fades away.
Yep, and you have some resilience to it.
Oh,
I'll
there we
pull
go.
my head back.
Oh, sorry for the burning, by the way. It looks like it hurts.
No.
Oh, doesn't it burn?
Even if... Is it supposed to?
Oh, it just looks like it does.
I don't know. It doesn't to me. I don't quite think I'm the test subject to determine if something hurts or not, though. You see me just take my claw and like shank my wrist with it as I pull it out and blood starts to pour out and then it heals over almost instantly.
Oh, okay. Oh my. Alright. I don't like looking at that.
As I shank myself, I'll take some of the blood on my wrist and spray it across the mausoleum to the east and see if like bleeding in here has any effect.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, it doesn't have any effect. There
Well,
doesn't seem
whatever's
to be
in here
any.
doesn't smell blood.
Yeah.
So what, not zombies? Or vampires?
It doesn't seem to have any necromantic or bloodsucker energy, so rules out demons generally.
Yeah, I guess that took that out. Can I?
You got a problem with me bleeding?
I just don't like watching people injure themselves.
It didn't hurt.
I know, I just don't like the look of the knife slowly entering the skin, severing tissue.
You're a doctor.
I don't like seeing it for non-medical purposes.
Do you wear a blindfold when you do procedures?
No, I can handle that. Mostly.
I look at the mausoleum pointing to the east, like, I don't know, consider it a medical procedure to see what the hell's in here. Does that make it better?
Yes.
Well, there we go. Every time I cut myself, I'll say it's a medical procedure. I'll walk up to the middle path.
All right. As you look into
Just
this,
feeling.
huh?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'll wait.
Where the box would have been is about this far in, and it seems like it proceeds further than it used to, and this hallway is completely different. Like, the way that it was set up when you had the mine shaft is it had a sort of like, it felt kind of nefarious, and the shape was different. Here it's much more structured, so it looks more square versus more oval. And the pillars here were not at all present in the design that you're familiar with. So it looks like a completely different hallway, despite being in the exact original placement of where the box is found.
So we would have expected it to be in this tight hallway, but it's not.
Correct. Like, you would expect this hallway to stop halfway through and then also be more like a tunnel than like a statued, pillared corridor.
This feels like a Finding Nemo moment where the tight, dangerous, claustrophobic path is the correct one, and the wider, more safe paths are the dangerous one.
Just keep
I'll
swimming.
look at Gabriel and motion for him to follow, but from a distance, and I'll go first. So if anything triggers, it'll just be on me.
Okay. Gabriel, how far would you want? 15, 20? What are we thinking?
Like this.
Sure, 30 is fine. All right. Okay. Gabriel, roll Dex. Okay.
Damn.
As Grex gets further from you, a person sneaks up behind you, and he whispers for you to not move or make a sound. You don't quite get an idea of what he looks like aside from his like cloak draped over your shoulder. And then he slide something inside your we'll say like a breast pocket of some sort, and then he pats your left shoulder and vanishes into dust. Grex, roll me agi. All right. Yeah, as if from above a spear stabs downward, but you're able to, make your way further eastward to avoid the spear slamming. It leaves the spear entrenched into the ground about halfway in the spot you once were.
Is it still like passable for Gabriel?
It would be the pathway, despite being like quote unquote one square, is 10 feet essentially. So a spear in the center, no matter how large, it isn't so large he couldn't pass through. If he squeezed past it, I mean, not even really squeezing, he could kind of motion around it. It isn't great though. If something threw another spear at him, it would make it more difficult to pass than
Alright,
it
I
did
don't
for
quite leave it yet, but wait for him to try and catch up to me.
you. Okay. Gabriel, roll agi. You're fine. You motion past the spear, but it does something different than Gabriel's case. Instead of coming from above and slamming into the ground, the spear that was already there, like rips out of the ground and attempts to like slash towards you, and you nimbly slide
Whoa.
under it and make your way forward. Probably decreasing the distance between the two of you to about here, because you start to quicken your pace a bit, as it almost seems like the spear's alive. But it eventually loses energy and light.
What do you mean it's alive?
It tried to slash me.
Is it not being, like, telekinetically controlled by someone, but it's actually alive? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
You could roll int if you want to deduce if it's telekinesis in a way that you understand. You know it's pure magic and not space magic. So it's not telekinesis the way Archaidons do it. It's ancient human magic.
It's not, well, Archaidon magic, like space magic. That's pure human magic right there.
In fact, only
This.
a very select few races even know that humans used to have magic. Archaidons do, Primordials do, primarily no, of the ones that exist in your guys' timeline.
Ron, we knew this place was human.
Yeah, for some food.
I didn't know they could do that.
I didn't know either, to be honest. I just know it's magic, but not Archaidon.
Do you know why they're attacking us?
No. Intruding on their home? I don't know.
They live inside of a box.
I've seen weirder.
I guess.
We'll step out into this room.
As he steps away, I do feel the thing in my breast pocket.
Okay.
I don't
you
take it out yet, I feel it.
Okay, sure. Roll pure luck, Gabriel, and then Grex. Yeah, you walk into this area.
Is that just D100?
Yeah, D100.
Oh, nice. 96.
That's good. As you approach Grex, you do see what catches your eye the most in this area is this series of pillars that are statues. They seem to almost stare at you, which seems uncomfortable and odd that both the northern and southern statues face towards you rather than like towards each other or some other architecture that you would expect. It makes you feel in danger. Roll good question, actually. I guess you could roll either endurance or agi here. Not a harmful check. It's just a healing thing that's biological.
Me or Bubby?
Bubby. Rexington.
Say that again?
You can roll agi or endurance as there's a biologically felt feeling about these statues to the north of you. As they're staring at you, you get a sort of instinctual pulse. Yeah, you can
Endurance.
tell these statues are definitely living creatures. and they can move.
Talking about these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these 14 statues seem to breathe and look at you, and you get a aggressive primordial instinct coming from yourself that, you know, as you are a Drylect and you've grown up on a Drylectian planet before, your race is especially attuned to hostile prey or forces trying to attack as you're the apex predator on your own planet. So you could tell these things are almost hunting you. Gabriel, when you kind of feel this coin and what it has in it, you feel almost like visions flood your mind about somebody named sorry. I'm like randomly getting attacked by allergies or something. Gothvir the Old, as he's known in the modern future. An ancient. There's some information, but you get some visions about Gothvir being here somewhere for some reason, which, according to your studies, he should just have gone missing probably 10,000 years ago. I spelled abducted wrong there, but
Do I get visions of him?
yes.
Oh, can I use? Not sure if this would work. Space magic to tell if something would happen if I took this coin out of my pocket.
No, you cannot tell that, but you also just can tell that this is not like some sort of cursed object.
I take the coin slightly out of my pocket and I like look at it before putting it back.
It has an insignia on it of an ancient city of humanity from a long time ago. You've never seen this coin before because it's well into the past, but you can presume as much based on the vision you got. It almost like tells you that it's a coin, like you're sharing memories.
I walk and follow Grex.
All right.
I point at the 14 pillars. I think they're watching us.
I feel like there are many things watching us here. I like look at them to try to see what he's seeing.
You look towards them and they make you feel a sense of fear. Roll me endurance. Very biological fear. You're able to hold fast, but you do feel as though these things are dangerous in multiple ways.
Yeah, they seem very dangerous.
Do we like attack them before they try to kill us or something, or we just ignore them?
I mean, could it be that they attack if they're attacked and it's just a primal fear? If we show fear, will they attack?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's Just hope they don't attack, I guess.
I start walking past them.
I stay closer to this wall, but I walk past him,
Okay.
falling by here behind Grex.
Is the brain pain? You said I can like almost sense that it's getting stronger when I get closer, though I'm resilient now. Is that almost like a radar sonar type thing where I can like track where the artifact would be based on the brain pain?
Yeah. You could feel it to the south of you.
The south. I start going south.
I look around the corner. Do I see anything?
It seems similar to the mausoleums from before, in that they're like crypts built into the walls. But it feels more calm here than where you were just at. You want to look
It
for
feels
this?
calmer here.
You want to look for the box? You can roll me a dexterity.
Will you dexterity?
Mm-hmm. Start perusing the various crypts on this wall, and you don't find anything of use. Though now that you're looking at the bodies here, they aren't what you would expect. Like, based off everything you've seen here architecturally, you would have expected humans to be the bodies in these sarcophagus or crypts, but instead what you're seeing are the bodies of primordials.
Wait. I think I know these bodies. I've seen them in a medical textbook. I'm saying this? Is it true? How would I know that they're primordials?
You could it's Archaeodons might know more than normal, but they're not a completely extinct species. They're just an ancient version of a currently living species, similar to the Archaeodons themselves. But they do look moderately different from a human anyway. They have pale, silvery skin. They're tall, about 7 foot tall on average for their species. So they don't look very human-like. They have long limbs and sharp, serrated fingers.
I swear. I've seen these in a textbook somewhere. These bodies. They kind of look like those primordials, but different.
That wasn't particularly helpful.
I think they're older. This place is super old. He like thinks for a second, goes 10 over thousands of years old, I'd say. Thinking back to when he got the flashback to the coin. This place is very old.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know yet. Let me look at one of the bodies. I go to the closest body to me.
Okay, sure.
Can I touch its head and see if I can use like space magic to kind of like know more about it?
You can attempt it.
Yeah.
Roll wisdom and spend like 20 mental.
Oh yeah, wisdom. God. Spend 20 mental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about your roll much anyway, because primordials are completely immune. But you do confirm that it's a primordial of some sort, given that it completely rejects your magic in every sort of way, even though it's dead.
Oh. Ah, that's not a good feeling. Yeah, it's a primordial. Can't use my magic
I
on
look
it.
confused. So there's human magic protecting a primordial crypt. Not
Yeah.
primordial magic.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Why would the humans want to protect the primordials?
I don't know, maybe after the primordials died, they took over this place for a bit, and then they left? Gabriel, in his mind, thinks he fully knows the real reason, but he's just saying that.
Yeah, that sounded like baloney to me before you said that. I just glare at you knowingly, like, okay. Good take, lasagna. I keep going south.
He sighs. And then follows.
As you proceed south, you you feel the remnants of the box's energy as you're sort of approaching the edge of the box's influence. And it feels like it's asking you a question in your mind. Though with the glyph on you, you're protected from the dangerous part of the mental thing. It also makes it harder to hear this. So roll me wisdom just as a conduit to being able to hear this well. If you can't, then Gabriel can, but it'll affect being able to answer it a little bit. That's good. You're able to tune out the bad parts of the curse, tune into the good parts of this sort of aura of the box, and it almost speaks to you. It inquires whether or not you know the significance of the 14 statues.
Say that again?
The voice that you hear in your mind, as if coming from the original box itself, inquires of you if you understand the reason, like why there's 14 statues, like who they celebrate, etc., like any information regarding the 14 statued people.
And just me, not Gabriel, hears this?
Correct. Though it's just due to proximity. If you were to go south further, he would also hear it.
I look back at him and he's not reacting, and I'll reach over and grab his shoulder and pull him next to me.
Whoa!
You hear the same thing he heard, but on a delay in the sense that you're hearing it after the fact.
That's not just like my brain curse, right?
What? So it's is that box talking about those 14 statues behind us?
Yeah. What is the significance of them?
I look at round at the sarcophaguses, seeing if how many corpses there are.
Like in the walls and stuff. They're innumerable. They're like
Oh, okay.
stacked on top. Even just in this single wall, there's probably at least 15. Just on this one alone, it massively gaps the 14 here.
I can attempt to find out. I close my eyes and I try to put my hands on the side of my head and I try to use space magic to see if I can get any hint of that.
A hint to the question about the 14 statues?
Yes.
I'd say normally you could get a hint, but in this place, very much not. The sheer amount of bodies of primordials just shuts off your ability. Like,
Nope.
Yeah. Normally, I mean, you could do
Nope.
pull and
Oh,
stuff
my
on
head.
people, but like trying to send your energy through this place seems like it hurts.
I can't do that. Nope, doesn't work. Too much primordial here.
How are we supposed to know the significance?
Maybe they're written on the statues.
I guess.
And the statues of them, I'm pretty sure there might be an epitaph or a memorial written on them that says what they did. Though I guess they're probably written in primordial. Can you read that?
But to be clear, the statues didn't look primordial compared to these bodies, if that helps. So I don't know if you would think they would be carved in primordial, since they look newer than the mausoleum. There are parts of this place that have been newer looking, and I'll point them out. That hallway where the box was looks newer than the mausoleum itself. The place you had to enter, that's a 1x, all of the 1x hallways have been that way, and the statues here have been that way, as well as these sort of box-like looking things in the north. All of that stuff has looked human, like manufactured after the fact.
I guess I have to go walk up to the statues and check.
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah.
The statues seemed human magic, but I'm gonna be honest, this one's not on me. I look at Delvo. There's clearly a reason you came to me. If only he could wake up. Can you put your brain curse block thing on him and maybe wake him up? He's smarter than me.
Wait, I think we first have to get out of this hallway. I'm close to way too many primordial bodies.
I step back.
Like, out of this hallway.
You could just go, to the east or something. Like, that's fine too. Technically, this
Okay.
goes like a further off the map. I'm just not making it. But yeah. You proceed far enough away that they're no longer in the way, and you attempt to inscribe the same thing on Dolvo's body as you did on Grex's body. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, roll wisdom. Sure. We'll say for a small bit of time, it does seem like Dolvo is able to talk through mini Grex. And he's like, I hear you. But he seems distant.
Do you know what this place is, son?
I can barely see, but this looks like Alveda.
What
does that mean?
It's ruin of the old sorcerers guild.
Are the sorcerers good?
They're all long dead. But maybe. It led to great human expansion a long time ago.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, and the old Sorcerers Guild.
My connection is slipping. Be
Do you know the
careful.
meaning of the 14 statues?
14 seems one greater than it should be, as he disappears.
What would the significance of 13 be? And what would the significance of having one more than that be?
Maybe one of them is a mimic? Maybe one
I'm
of them
not
is
good
not
at
real?
puzzles.
I mean, we don't even know the puzzle. We have to go check if there is one in the first place.
I walk over to the statue.
All right. Roll Agi.
Damn, all good rolls today.
You're fine. They do not seem to target you as they can't fully notice you. Your stealth is impeccable. You're able to read that the statues do in fact have like, now that you're this close, you can see there's like placards or whatever on these faces facing one another. If you were to walk in between them, but walking between them is really dangerous, according to your instincts. But from here, you can of course see the placards for these northern ones, and you're able to read them. The names aren't important, but you're able to discern that they do seem to be referring to some sort of name and like a period of their reign, and they are sequential. So like this one right here might say like 1010 to 1016, and then this one will say 1016 to 1000, 20, etc.
And if I go through them all, there's not a gap or overlap.
For the ones that you're currently able to see, like from the south, it does seem like they go in order of like essentially, like 1, 2, 3. So after you get to 7 and you get to 8, you would presume this one be the next highest, and you would presume it would keep going down the line. But to see this one, you'd have to be here or something. You'd have to be towards the north of this ruin.
I will go to the north.
All right. As you get close to these two boxes, you feel like the curse is at its strongest. So the sigil starts to wear loose. You could still feel it, but you feel like you wouldn't be able to stand here for a ton of time. But you do check, and in fact, it is true that these keep sequentially going. Though, according to... if you roll me intelligence, there might be an oddity in between one of these two.
Damn.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah. So you can determine that
I'm in a car accident later. This luck is too good.
It is dangerously good. So between I think 9 here and 10, there's a discrepancy. One of them is probably fake because the year that it is talking about, they aren't like incorrect, but there's a very significant gap between this year and this one's year. And 9 or 10 seem to be probably during an age where there was no guild. They seem the most irregular based on your intelligence. But yeah, you're probably going to want to move away from these 2 blocks or destroy them.
I'll move
Okay.
back around.
Sounds good to me.
I
Okay.
point the 2 out to Gabriel.
I don't know their history, but those 2 seem off compared to the rest. You're smarter than me and more resilient to this effect. It's probably best you check it out.
I just have to hope that the statues don't attack me. I go to check out going around the ones he's talking about.
Okay. Yeah, if you maintain that distance, you're fine.
Bodyguarding him.
All right.
I thought he didn't want to get closer to the stones.
Go ahead and roll intelligence for me, Gabriel. I'll allow you to receive an additional 20 bonus from the coin.
Ooh.
I'm not bodyguarding you from seeing the stone. I'm bodyguarding you from if they attack you.
He's screening you. He's like, nope, you can't.
That's 30 plus the additional 20.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So, in these 2, your memory would serve that the 9th one is a false prophet of sorts. They campaigned as being part of the Sorcerer's Guild, is what your memory tells you. That's clearly not your memory, but the other person's memory. But it was all a sham to lure in certain types of people and kill them. Something that resonates with your murderous fixation.
The 9th one's fake. It's a false prophet. It
Nice.
faked its prestige to lure in and kill people. Certain types.
Okay, well, we know that. What's the significance?
That's the fake one that Mini Grex said. All of these
Yeah.
is it all these are leaders of the guild? Of the Sorcerer's Guild? Except for number 9, of course.
Boom, sorry. Ask the question again.
All these are other than 9, of course, is leaders of the Sorcerer's Guild.
Yes. Okay. Boom. Yes. They were all leaders of Sorcerer's Guild at one point or another. Except for 9. 9 used transfiguration of some sort to look like somebody else, and then that person was persecuted instead of him. You get the feeling that whoever was persecuted in his stead is probably the key to the answer, rather than specifically the person written on the statue, which is Dedrick.
I try to look at the years. Like, does Garrett the Ghastly like come right after the death of another, or
Nah.
go at the same time?
There's a decent gap in between 8 and 11 where the Sorcerer's Guild was likely defunct due to what had happened. But it was resurrected in the far future.
Would I know if Gothvier was alive during that time, or was Gothvier before then?
You have a hard time knowing since the coin is giving you like fragments of his memory, but you get the impression that maybe if you were to find more coins like this, whether or not they'd be stored in various crypts, or whether or not you could find the person who gave it to you and to begin with, is probably a good place to look.
I look at the two things causing the curse. What do I notice anything special about them?
Yeah. You notice that they are human made, similar to these statues. They seem to be protecting the statues. And they're housing some sort of like effigy inside of them. But you can only sense the effigy with your mind. It's not visible.
Housing an effigy. We need to search the crypts. That should help us, Grex.
You're likely looking for a human
boy.
body.
We're looking for a human body.
Okay.
Where's the closest crypts I can see?
This whole hallway.
It would be this hallway, I'm pretty sure. This looks
Wouldn't
human.
it be real easy to find out which one's human by which one's not primordial? Meaning you could use your magic on it.
This entire place is dampening my space magic. So
His idea is good. Your magic wouldn't be dampened on a human body, but it would on a primordial body. If you were to send just spatial magic, like let's say space, like actual space magic, and you just like permeated the hall with it, you'd feel which ones aren't primordial because they wouldn't bounce back.
Okay, yeah, I do that. Send out like a pulse to check which ones are
That's good.
human versus primordial.
Yeah, you find that there's only one here.
That's human?
Yeah, out of like literally like 70 bodies.
I found the Grex. It's this one right here. Good idea.
Nice.
I didn't really think about it until then.
I got a lot of common logic and deductive reasoning. I don't know jack shit about history or races.
Well, let's look at this one.
You
I pulled it open.
You open the top of it, and you kind of feel it clang in a way that is odd, like made of a different material. Inside of it appears very similar to the sort of cloak that you felt draped over your shoulder when the coin was slid into your pocket. You get sort of a feeling like maybe his ghost or something gave you the coin, but yeah, you do get the impression that this is probably the body of the same person who gave you the coin.
Oh, it's his body.
As you search a bit
I-
more, you do find a journal in this crypt as well, in this tomb.
Oh, here we go. I pick it up and I open it
All right.
and look through it.
Roll wisdom. You're
Okey-dokey.
fine. You're unaffected by the malignant effects of this diary, essentially, journal. You read through it and you do get it paints a history of a man who was supposed to become the next sorcerer's guild representative and leader, who was betrayed by a childhood friend of his who cast transfiguration magic to become in his visage and lure a bunch of people to their doom. All the while he was trapped within a prison. By this sort of primordial zealot that was his childhood friend. As sort of a way of lashing back, he designed the box to make sure his vengeance was never forgotten. And with his last dying breath, he kind of placed it within this ruins long after he should have been dead. But the primordial sort of effect of the prison kept him alive for way longer than a human should live.
I see. That's the story. This was the man that was betrayed. He was trapped here in this prison, basically. Well, his false friend, Primordial, used transfiguration and took his guys and turned into Garrick the Ghastly. Dedrick. This is Gothavir. The old Gothbeer.
So the significance of the 14 statues is one is a farce, just like Dedrick the Ghastly was.
Yes.
I don't know how to word it better than that, so hopefully they take that answer.
Yeah, as you guys sort of solve the overarching riddles, you feel as though the realm sort of fades into a obscure abyss, but you feel something culminate in the two of you as you sort of fall into a deep sleep, but you are away from the ruin, and your journey here is over for this episode. Dun 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 dun. Well, yes. So, yes. So the rest of our group uh slept through the night, etc. on the ship, did their thing. Did anybody want to do anything in particular before eventually leaving the ship the next morning?
I'd like to talk to
I'm asleep.
Salsa
Yeah, I'm asleep.
Okay.
and go over his mission.
All right.
So I walk up to Salsa on the ship after getting my upgrades via the toxic orb that was given to me by Shren last episode. I go up to him and I say, "Good job, Salsa. I didn't even know you were there. And you did a very good job staying alive how shaking up on your vitals throughout the day. Now tomorrow, I need you to continue on doing it. But for now, give me a status report. What have you learned?
As if from a blind spot, the actual Salsa approaches from around the corner. And you look towards him as he goes, status report. And then you look back at where this Salsa was, and now it looks like a cardboard cutout.
Wow. Great.
Status report, Commander Shepard. I have learned quite a lot watching you and your compatriots through the journey. I think I've also discovered other things in these lands of Kalfor's mines.
What have you learned?
I have learned that the relay stations have been attached without their knowing to a rogue satellite, not orbiting this planet, but rather a space station. Couple clicks out. Somebody's spying on this operation, but only the relays. The relays haven't been in use for a long time. So, somebody has it in for the nobles and plans to use it as blackmail against them.
Interesting. So, do you know what information they've gathered already?
Nothing of use, I would presume, Commander, given the connection to the relays has been of no use to the mining coalition on this planet, and the nobles have been pushed off this planet for a bit. So my guess is that the relays haven't sparked up, but if the relays were put back into motion, and signal was sent to any of the satellites to shoot the mining lasers or things of that like, I'm sure whoever attached their beacons to the relays would catch wind of it.
Is it possible to triangulate the signal to see if we can find where this person is?
Good point. I suppose one could release a dummy signal and then track it, but it would instigate something with them. But nonetheless, it could tell you their location in space.
Do you think they are with the Black Construct?
Unlikely. Given our distance from the Black Construct, based on information you've provided me with your systems, I would assume they're quite far from here and setting up on a random mining planet, possibly a month or so ago, to attach these relay signals seems unlike their prerogative.
Can you send a dummy signal yourself?
I would have to be on site.
Okay. All right. Next mission. I would like for you to do what you did for me tomorrow. However, I'd like you to transform into Gogarine. And I want you to mimic and learn how he hacks and how he's able to use technology.
I see. I will do my best, Commander.
Thank you. Dismissed.
He vanishes.
I walk out the room and go into my room, do some calisthenics, and then go to sleep.
All right. All right. You all wake up the next morning on the ship, noticing that you haven't seen Grex or Gabriel, and they seem to be missing from the ship. Hard to say whether or not they are traveling, somewhere. They had to leave somewhere on the planet's surface for something, but they aren't currently on the ship.
Can I roll Dex to try to figure it out?
Sure.
Is that a Dex check?
The initial part would probably be a Dex check. It's probably a string of checks, but Dex would be needed at first. You decide to kind of walk through steps to deduce certain things about them, almost Sherlock Holmesian style. You walk into the last known location you saw them at, which was here. You look around to see if there's any sort of, Calforian sand spread throughout the ship that you've noticed that can come off of Grex's body or linen from Gabriel's clothes. And then you check Gabriel's room to see if he had slept in there. Check the room code and notice that he had never entered this door since last night. And then you decide to go over to Grex's room and do the same. Find the same is true, that there is never an entrance into his room last night.
Where could they have gone? They never left their room. They never even came to their rooms. That's odd. We're all tired from a long day. So it doesn't make any sense that they would leave
Why are you pacing back and forth, Tomisk?
unless
He's
Grex Grex could have found something to try to save.
Goga, is he talking to himself?
However, that doesn't seem likely. He would have said something. He would have told us.
I think he's talking to himself. Has he lost her? Has
No.
he finally lost her?
Gabriel, yeah, I can imagine he leaves without telling anyone. However, Grex, he's not the type. He also took little Grex too.
I start looking around frantically.
Wait, where's that? We did find something weird, something magical.
You take little Grex.
Do I see the box?
No.
I don't see the box. I look for the box.
All right. Roll Dex.
Scan check?
Sure. No noticing what's going on. As he was in a daze, thinking to himself, he looks up at Eve and Tomisk, pulling out a cigarette.
Goga, I think Shepard's lost it. He's pacing around talking to himself, but he said that Mini Grex is missing.
Almost as a
Is that
flash
right?
in Tomisk's memory, he remembers last night when he went to talk with Salsa for bed, and he paces into the storage room with almost a manic step, and notices a box sitting in the corner, a shelf.
I like slowly kind of look around the corner behind him, see what he's doing.
Do I see the box open?
It is not open. It looks completely closed, as if the same box that was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode 1, Millennium Puzzle, was stored in.
Eve, wait. Come here, please.
What? Okay. What do you need?
Do you think you can check and see if that box was magically opened?
Magically opened? I guess I can check that. I'm not opening the box if that's what you want me to do. You know what these things fucking do?
Yeah, don't open the box.
But I can check to see if there was any kind of like magical release or something. And I will roll that. I'll roll wisdom for it.
Correct. Roll wisdom.
Okay.
You roll.
I guess technically I should have some kind of bonus to that because I got primordial magic used on me.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
I've just been lowering the DC.
Okay.
Okay. Let me rewind my brain. Sorry, everybody at home. I've low sleep. So Shepard, your inquiry towards Eve using her investigative skill was what?
Magic.
See if it was, see if magic was used.
See if it was opened, there was any magical release or anything like that.
I see. Okay, that is completely fine. Let me How much overlap is there with ancient sorcery and demons? Let's find out.
Yeah, the only real thing that matters is that I got affected by it. I got time looped by it already. So
yeah. All right, you are able to deduce that, in fact, the you are able to tell that, in fact, the magic from this box is really old. Like, even though there's primordial runes on the box itself, you kind of get the impression there's a tiny bit of hybridization. Demons are ironically less old than ancient sorcerers, so their knowledge of ancient sorcery doesn't exist, like, generally speaking, because sorcery became extinct before demons were born.
Interesting.
But it does look odd to you, since primordial runes is something that, like, demon magic is, like, very loosely based off of. The runes that knights use has some, like, primordial, like, lineage. But this doesn't seem similar to ancient knight runes, so it seems like a little odd to you. But it is magical in the sense that, like, there was some sort of ethereal, very hard to abstract energy that you can feel around the box that wasn't there before.
Interesting. Would I have any knowledge on like ancient sorcerers and stuff, being from a royal family?
No, the sorcerers
No?
predate all of demon kind.
All right. Okay. Well, Shepard, this box is fucked, to be quite honest with you. I'm not gonna touch it, I don't think. It feels kinda... There's an energy around it that wasn't here when it was brought in last night. I can only imagine the idiots opened it. Kinda. I mean, the energy wasn't there before, the two disappeared, and now all of a sudden there's a weird energy about it. It has some kind of magic I've never seen before attached to it. It's primordial, but it's not purely primordial. So what, this thing's like, so not only does it have the time fuckery of primordial stuff, but it probably has some kind of curse attached to it? Yeah, well, serves those dickheads right. The box has got a weird energy emanating from it, Tomisk, so make of that what you will. Wasn't there before.
Oh. So.
Well. Yeah, okay, that's fire. That's the only reason he cared was for the miners. That's hard. Okay, that's hard. Alright.
Renma,
Okay.
what would you like to do today?
Well, it seems like Goga's going to meet with his uncle, so I guess we can wait for him. I'll go check on a Hollow Wolf. I know he came along with us. So I can go see who. Did you hear about what happened yesterday, Shepard?
What happened yesterday?
When we were in the ruin, I gave you the orb. You came back to the ship. You started heading back. They started bringing that box back. They did not warn me that the box was emanating magic that could affect time. That's something you feel when you walk in, especially as magically gifted as Gabe is. I walk in there, no warning. No warning. They rewind the past 20 years in my mind. You look at me and you see that my hair and horns are both longer than they were the night before. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, Tomisk?
You know, wow.
So I had to re-experience 20 years of hell, and now I'm back here. -5K is so funny. And now I'm back here.
Lasagna, you know, it's something about little lasagna. It's just something about him. You know, what race is he?
He's a. Are you gonna make it a race thing? I don't think that's there. He's just an Archaeodon, I believe.
He's Archaeodon.
Archaeodon, yeah. Magically gifted race. Do you know much about Archaeodon, Shepard? They're a magically gifted race.
Well,
they're pretty old too. They have frail bodies but very strong minds.
I really feel like, because I felt a little disturbance too. Right, when I was in that cave, and I feel like the human Tibetan monks that I trained under, that I trained with, they would have been able to warn somebody.
That's funny. Yeah,
I don't know. So maybe the Archaeodon, maybe they aren't really as magically inclined as think.
The Archaeodons, to their credit, they're very smart. I believe Gabe to be smart. He said he was a medical student, I believe. I mean, he's obviously very smart. But regardless, yeah. So, you asked what I wanted to do today. I don't really know, because I'm still trying to readjust to the fact that I've re-experienced 20 years of my life before my very eyes. So,
obviously,
I would say, I don't know, Goga comes back here, and we go out and try to find more of those relays, I guess, because there's 2 more we haven't found, I believe. So I guess that's what we go and do. Let's try to find those. I can only assume the box was opened That's what I'm assuming. I don't know for certain if that's what happened, but we probably should not touch it, considering that it has weird fucked up time magic that time looped my brain 20 years. So I would recommend to you, Shepard, and when Goga comes back out here, I will warn him the same thing. Do not touch that box. Because I was just in its vicinity. I didn't even touch it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can.
you know what? Is your guy around, your salsa around here?
Yeah,
Warn him not to
Oh.
touch it either.
I'm pretty sure he already knows.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess he's kind of tracking us and whatnot, right? That's like the whole point.
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'll say it again. Salsa, don't touch the box. He probably heard that. And I'm gonna go over here and make sure Hollow Wolf's chill, and I'm gonna tell him to also not touch the box.
Hello. Yeah, the box. Sure.
Don't touch it. It's
Yeah.
fucked. It's a fucked up box.
I wouldn't touch an artifact anyway.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I don't want you to accidentally touch it and then get your brain wiped.
Yeah.
And then I walk back out and I walk over to Shepard and I go, so what do you think Goga and Rory are up to in there? Because I mean, yeah, what do you think they're up to? You think they're plotting? You think they're plotting right now? Plotting against us, maybe? Plotting for us? Could be either. Be unfortunate if it was against us.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, but that's just something that crossed my mind. I don't know. I'm very distrusting right now. I'm very sporadic, so you know.
Well, I'm following your lead here.
Okay, that's all right. Thank you, Shepard. That's surprising. I figured that was kind of like you. I thought you were kind of the take charge kind of guy.
It just seems like you have vested interest in here with these
Uh,
nobles. It seems
little
like you
bit.
cared a little bit.
I just have a tendency to really distrust and hate nobles, more so. Although there are nobles that the idea, I guess I'll let you in on this, Shepard. The idea is that maybe there are nobles here that are connected to a certain family. And if they are, then I want to know where they are. Because if I can find out where they are, then I can yeah, I can say that. Then I can kill them. So I'm kind of trying to get this information. That's the thing that matters to me the most. Because there are a lot of nobles, Shepard, that I would consider enemies. But
Yeah, there's a lot of planets, a lot of people, so I would assume so.
yeah, well, not even just generally speaking. I mean, because I would consider most nobles to be enemies in some form, right? But I more so mean in a personal sense, directly towards myself. Yeah. There was a person I was very close to that got sent to the Black Construct long ago. Before we got there. And while I was, before I got caught by them, people started forgetting about him. Almost like he never existed. But I never did. I never did. But those nobles, a lot of those nobles are the reason that he got swooped up by the Black Construct. Isn't that an interesting coincidental series of events, Shepard?
You mean to tell me that these nobles that you're up against may be in league with the Black Construct?
They may be in league, or it could be as simple as they snitched. Maybe not necessarily in league, but they just go, you're an enemy to these people, so here you go. Enemy of my enemy.
Then we need to find them and get this information.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not as unplanned as some may be led to believe. Especially not now, since I've gotten to experience it again. But no, I have a plan. I have ideas. Just because I resolve things by force does not mean that I am incapable of thought. It's just the easiest way for me to do it. Hello, Goga.
Anyone
Hi.
thirsty?
Yeah, I could use a fucking drink. Believe you me, Goga.
I figured. I've been feeling a little sleep deprived.
I've been feeling a
So-
little... I'm okay, but I could use a drink.
Yeah. I figured as much.
Shepard, do you want something? Goga's drinks are really good.
Not in the morning.
That's
But
valid.
thank you.
That's a reasonable response to that. See, I can respect that.
Now, Commander, I didn't say they would be filled with alcohol. I can make them suit whatever needs you need.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hey, can I get a cool glass of orange juice?
Oh, that's it. Wow. Yeah.
Just orange juice? No caffeine?
No
No.
caffeine. Wow. Shepard, you live a very interesting lifestyle. Wow, you are. He's like, he works out every day. He asks for orange juice in the morning, no caffeine. Look at this guy.
Yeah, strange man. That's for sure.
It. I don't really work out as much as I practice swordplay, so I'll leave that to you. But I respect it. That's interesting.
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body. These are the teachings that the ancient Tibetan monks in Tibet, in the forest, in the mountains of Tibet that
Really?
I trained. Yes, years.
Well, that's really interesting because
That's what they said. They told me that's one of their principles.
That's actually really interesting because my dad had told me something like that when I was younger. Actually,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow.
very interesting.
Must be some
See?
kind of ancient magical teaching or something.
You're right.
And where is this place you used to train at with the Tibetan monks and whatnot? This is still a place we can visit now.
Oh, Tibet. That's just on Earth, right?
Yeah, it's on Earth.
Yeah, it's just on Earth.
You have to find it.
He left it all
Yeah.
in one place.
It is on Earth, though it is mostly destroyed. In right this second. Because of the fractal.
But it does, yeah. But it does still technically exist.
It exists.
It does exist.
When I go back, I might help rebuild when I go back home.
That would be interesting. But yeah, Goga. Oh yeah, he took an orange juice. I don't know. Give me a what's in character. Give me a Bloody Mary. There we go. That's in character.
Bloody Mary. Haven't made that in a while.
Give me the 7 in the morning Bloody Mary.
Natural
You got
sugars.
it.
I mean, hey, I'm not entirely unhealthy. But yeah, does Goga's drinks give us anything?
It gives you 1 banked +5 stat boost, so you should like save it because it's not going to be useful in this session. You can put it on your sheet next to your stats. Just say
I'll
like 1
put
banked stat up.
+5. Stat.
Wait, so can these drinks also, I guess with Mix Master, could I potentially make it where they, I don't know, would it be the equivalent to like an energy booster for like a stat?
Probably be like a regen boost or something similar. Or temporary, like like a big temporary boost compared to normal. Like in this +5 example, it'd be like a +20 for 1 check, something, like something like that could be believable.
Okay.
All right. So, Goga, we were planning on heading out and finding the other 2 relays that we haven't checked out yet.
I see. Yeah, this is a interesting predicament. And especially with Grex and Gabe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Are you sure you want to do this with just us 3?
She kind of looks at you and raises her eyebrow. And she kind of like looks towards Shepard and looks back at you. And goes, I mean, is there a reason not to? I guess should be the question. Are the relays like, it's just the relays. I guess last time it was like in a tomb and bad stuff happened, but well, it only really happened to me. You guys didn't have to worry about it. From whatever. No, you got hit by a flamethrower, didn't you, Shepard?
I did.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I'm not too scared of these mines. It's whatever. I have yet to be proven that there's something I can't cut through, so.
The last 2 are above ground anyway.
Oh, well. See, God just said. God did.
Yeah, it's just something Goga would know because his PDA is connected to all the relays.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I believe we
Yeah,
3
man.
can do it.
I have yet to be proven that I can that there's something I can't cut through, so I don't see why not.
He inhales his cigarette and then blows out smoke. Oh, I'm sure you're more than enough. I was more just thinking.
Goga, that's so nice.
Of course. But I was more thinking maybe if our priorities is to help them get out of the box. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention in terms of what happened with that.
I will tell you, Goga, do not touch the box. Even if you want to help them. I understand that's a noble cause. But these primordial artifacts are not like a joke. They're not something to like mess around with.
I'm sure. And
that one's not just a primordial artifact. It's got some kind of like ancient magic curse attached to it. I can't even tell what it is. And I'm I was considered a magical prodigy.
Really?
I cannot tell you what it is. Yes, me.
Well, I'll take your advice.
Go. You've seen it.
Little Lasagna may be naive. However, he is magically inclined. And he does have Grex with him.
I think that
I'm sure they can figure out a way out.
Figure it out. And it's not worth, like, if it is something that, let's say, is inescapable, let's say that it is some kind of permanent time looping device or some kind of traps you at like a point in the future or past time or something, and you open it, then what? You're not saving him from that.
is to just keep the ship safe
Mm-hmm.
and press on.
And if they can get out, then they can get out. Plus, serves them right for not warning me.
He drops his cigarette and, puts it out with his shoe, and then he brings out his, I guess, one of the drinks that he made, starts sipping it a little bit, and then he swirls it around and then looks at y'all through the glass and then back to y'all in eye contact, and then he goes, "Yes, I'm well aware. I just want to make sure that we are in agreement that if we leave knowing that they're stuck there, we're in agreement. I think we should be clear as a team
Oh,
about
of
everything
course.
that we do from now on."
Yeah. I agree. I'm sure of that. I mean, I've never done anything that could change the fate of you guys without saying anything to you.
I have seen the both of you in battle. Not only that, we have broke bread together. I
This is true.
trust in you guys' decisions.
Wow. That's I kind of look at Koga with my eyebrows raised for a second. I look back, I'm like, huh, that's unexpected. Wow, that's
Good.
appreciate that. Yeah, that's cool.
And then he kind of he noticed Uncle Rory walking past him, and he goes, "Hey, Uncle, don't forget your drink." And then he pulls out his, I guess, the other drink that he made for him. "Oh, and by the way, if you two ever need a drink or anything, just let me know. I got you."
Of course. Of course. Goga, we still need to open that bar.
Yeah, I am honestly, compared to our adventures and the nice quiet bar with the simple customers, sometimes a little dangerous, sometimes a little out there, I quite miss that environment.
Yeah, that's understandable. Also, Rory knows a little bit of magic. I didn't know that. Wow. He did a little incantation.
Yeah, that's a very strange man indeed.
He is a very strange man, I can't deny it. Be careful, don't touch the box. The magic's fucked up.
Oh, he knows.
Okay, I'm just
He
making
knows.
sure. It's not just primordial stuff, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that's
Scan
fine.
Uncle Rory.
Just
You scan Rory.
scan, right, go ahead, roll. You're gonna have to do this with an agility check first.
Oh, fuck. You got it. Oh, no, you don't got it.
You may make the scan. Still.
Oh, that was a stealth edgy check. That's what
Yeah.
that was. Gotcha.
Some people like Rory can see completely unseeable beams. Yep, no problem. You scan him, trying to maybe decipher some of the words he's saying, etc., recorded into your systems, and they come back with no results. The man himself seems enigmatic as always, as nothing really gets sent into your system aside from that it does log the words as they are phonetically spoken for later playback. And
Okay.
Uncle Rory says, "Don't worry, that's nothing spooky about the words. Just helps contain the box
Oh,
so
that
people
was a
don't touch it."
ceiling thing. It was a containment thing.
Yeah, I
I
used to,
see.
I took a class a long time ago in some runes or whatever you want to call them.
Hmm.
He grabs the drink from Goga.
Interesting. I might need you to teach me a thing or two, Rory.
Yeah, we'll see if I make it that long. He says as he kind of
Yeah,
walks
that's
away.
yeah, that's another thing you and me relate on, huh? I felt that, brother. I felt that. You know, me and Rory, we're not too dissimilar here now.
For all these years knowing him, I still feel like there's one part of him I don't understand.
Yeah. I'd love to get like I'd love to just sit down and have a good conversation with him at some point.
Yeah, without the creepy people called the Black Construct
Yeah, when we're not
looking over
being
our shoulder.
chased, yeah. That is something I'm worried about.
The box is primordial, right?
The box is primordial, but it's got some other ancient magic surrounding it.
You can hear Rory from the other room say, "It's about a quarter primordial."
Yeah, I see.
Can I look the words up on the World Wide Web, the Galaxy Wide Web?
The galaxy wide web.
The ones that he spoke or the ones on the box?
The ones that you spoke
Sure.
to see if it is primordial magic.
It is
Hmm.
not primordial. The spoken tongue
Hmm.
would sound very different. It sounds more human.
Oh, I
Or
guess that
what?
makes sense. He has a human.
Or human?
It's
Yeah.
This
more
is more human magic. This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Human
to
magic.
translate it, you're hit with a paywall.
Ah.
oh my god.
I'm like looking over your shoulder. I'm like, they really don't know all that? That's insane. Why
How
would
much
they
is
do
the
that?
paywall?
For this phrase, it is 50.
Okay, I'll spend the 50.
Spend the 50. They tell you that it is a 10,000-year-old sealing spell invented by a
10,000.
sorcerer's guild back then.
You said, wait, you said 2,000 year?
10.
10,000.
Shepard, what's a sorcerer's guild?
Uh,
Goga, any ideas on what a sorcerer's guild is?
Yeah, and then he kind of like, you see that he's using his PDA to quickly like search something up about it.
He's like, yeah, I know about that. He's like looking it up on his phone.
Yeah, I'll give you your answer in like 3.5 seconds.
I see.
Nothing's coming up.
Suspicious of Uncle Rory.
I peek my head around the corner into the room where Hollow Wolf is staying, and I go, "Hey, Wolfie, you know anything about a sorcerer's guild?"
I'm translating his non-speech to speech for those curious as to why he spoke last
Yeah,
time.
because he talks with symbols, but
Symbols,
I
yeah.
know the symbols, so.
What was the question again?
I said, "Do you know anything about a sorcerer's guild?"
No.
No?
Not known to
Yeah,
the
that
ninja.
makes sense. That makes sense. I was just curious, you know, you got a different type of magic than me, so I thought maybe.
Yeah, our magic is only about 3,000 years old.
Yeah, ours is around a similar amount of time. Knights have been around longer, but they still haven't been around 10,000 years.
Probably only about 3,500.
Yeah, interesting. Well,
The only thing I
I'd
know that was
imagine-
alive 10,000 years ago were primordials, archaeodons, and humans, and technically Mirrodilek.
Well, the Arcadons have always been magic. I don't know about any Sorcerer's Guild with them, and they're kind of traditionalists in that way. Primordials are gone. But it says that... Shepard, you said the results came back as it being somewhat human sounding, correct?
Yes.
Humans had magic?
Well, some would say my key attacks
That is
or
true.
my
It is somewhat
key
magic.
ways are a bit magical, but yes, us humans have a history of magic, though I am not versed in it.
That does make sense. I was able to sense your key with magic. Huh. Interesting. Hey, you might gotta teach me some of that stuff sometime.
Huh?
That's
Well,
interesting to me.
you'll have to work out with me one of these days.
Okay. I can do that. I can do that. Well, do you two want to see if we can head towards the other relays now?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go.
Ugh.
All right.
Restock on fuel.
Oh, more dead bodies. We need more dead bodies.
No, he needs fuel for like his suit. We're actually pretty good on bodies and blood. Actually, a little bit of a surplus with the worm we killed the other day.
Wow. Where do we
So,
have the space to put all this again?
in the crucible, we have these like ceiling compartments that kind of have a void in them that we can put store extra bodies in.
Hmm.
And then I bring Wolf out, and I'm like pulling him by the hand out so we can head out. I have Wolf in my hand, and I kind of look at them and I go, Wolf has to be my new mini Grex because they stole mini Grex from me.
Oh, I didn't even notice him. Then he
The first one
walks
I
up to him.
noticed was gone. Oh, you're talking about Wolf, yeah. Wolfie,
Care
he
for a
works with
drink?
the miners. Oh yeah, do you
He
want a
offers
drink?
him like some extra orange juice that he has.
He'll take it and give you a gesture of thanks.
He said thank you. That's what that symbol means. It means thank you.
I see. No problem.
Nods and he inscribes some speech on the air with magic, and it he explains that his vow of silence greatly strengthens him, but at the cost he cannot speak, if not an incantation.
Yeah. And that's how
Hmm.
that's a ninja's vow right there.
I can respect it.
Wait a second. Hollow Wolf. Do you have any connection to like what's your background like from Gastia?
I worked for a man
You work
who
for
was I should be a king, maybe a greater king. His people, but he was purged from this universe for a time. Came back. He took me from that planet, and we got lost. I met my significant other.
Hallie,
Made our
right?
way here, yeah.
Hmm.
But
Interesting.
I'm waiting for his reconnaissance message ever since, but his journey leads him to very dangerous places, so the non-zero chance he dies every single one of these days, more so than the average.
What's his name? If you're fine with sharing that, of course.
Yeah, I could. His name is... Let's see.
He's connected to a guy that's royalty, so I'm gonna have to ask him. I gotta ask him. I gotta ask him if he knows. And if he does know, you guys could get lore time right now.
Let's see. There. Almost.
Almost the soon king of spirit flames, master of combat that none can rival. Interesting. I want to meet him. But however, so Wolfie, you know about some of the Gastian royalty then, correct?
Only him.
Only him?
And the other
Okay.
one. But they don't have royalty for them anymore.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Damn, I was hoping he might know. Well, no use in asking that question then. You guys ready to head out?
Yeah, I guess.
Then let us go.
Alright.
And we walk out. We head out.
Let me get to this place.
Yup.
I can't. Ooh.
Oh, hell no. It's Grex and Mini Grex there. Oh, no, never mind. They're going. Goodbye, Grex and Mini Grex.
Off.
We are
Alright.
gone.
You arrive. And you go to meet the relay location. And similar to the other one, you do notice that you pass by desert droids and what have you, but not towards the location of the relay, just like, wandering about. As you proceed, you do see Tally doing their usual inspections of, making sure nobody's sneaking on to the planet with stealth cruisers or orbital dropships. To sabotage any of the mining operations, and you do see them on the way. Hollow Wolf does gesture towards them and sign a couple things towards them, and they press their heads together like before, and Hollow parts ways. As you guys travel further along. You eventually make it to a relay that is situated on the top of a cliff. We'll say this south-facing cliff here, just above it, so you'd have to climb up.
How high up is it?
It is remarkably tall, but I'd say maybe 60 meters in total.
60 meters. Oh wait, wait a second. I just had a Boondocks moment. Yeah, no, I don't have to care about this. Are you guys fine with being carried?
Um, sure.
Okay. Then I will summon my wings.
Hmm.
And I will, back and forth, just pick everybody up and bring them up the cliff, flying up.
All right, give me a strength check, but otherwise, it's probably
Strength
fine.
check. Strength check. The first one I'm gonna pick up is Hollow Wolf, so as to not have a bad roll, hose somebody on my team.
Sure
Well,
thing.
actually, you go ahead and take Gogarine and Hollow Wolf. I could probably roll a rock climb. I could
You
probably
probably
climb this
could
out.
because you're in a mech suit, yeah. So that's Hollow Wolf. And then
Sure.
Goga is light. He's a tiny guy, so this one shouldn't be too hard. Okay, good. Thank God. I'm good. Thank God, because it's 35. Goga's tiny. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. See, Goga's tiny. I know. Goga's a little twink guy. It's all right. We'll be safe. That's why I took Hollow Wolf up first, because I don't know how big Hollow Wolf is. I know that Goga's a little twink guy.
So what's the
It's an
roll?
interesting set of words.
I mean, you know.
Tomisk roll climbing, primarily strength here, and then we can back it up with endurance if something goes wrong.
Okay.
I believe in Tomisk. Look at that.
That is fine. Roll the check again. Roll the check again. It just takes that many for Miss Climb.
That's terrifying. No, I'm just saying that's terrifying.
Yep, you're fine.
But he's like that. Wow, that
I like
exosuit.
that. It does
That
help.
exosuit's so cool.
You do scale
just
the 60-meter
scalable.
wall.
Wow.
Yeah, I almost always will use I just do the jump check into the climb for the remaining feet. He has 31, 14, 14.
Yes, yeah. I was just saying, like, I was just scared because of
Yeah,
the how many he had to roll. But
exactly.
yeah.
Yep, you make it up. And on the top here is a relay, in fact. It is here. I'll just draw a funny
Well, there we go.
box.
Good shit, Shepard. You gotta show me more about that exosuit sometime. That thing's cool as fuck. You just stab your tail into a mountain and climb up.
Oh yeah, just that and the combat training I received from the United Falcons. Yeah.
Hmm.
Human
Wow.
ingenuity.
Human ingenuity. Wow. Yeah, that's I'm glad that I didn't carry you because you seem like you'd probably be the heaviest one here because you're like fucking basically pure muscle, and that would have scared me a little bit, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, you make it to this relay, and Shepard instantly notices the briefing that Salsa gave him. He notices the little, like, really difficult to see relay repositioning device, as he knows what he's looking for. And plan also involved maybe sending a false signal. Salsa did give you a way to do that with your PDA. Would you like to send a false signal?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought the hacking stuff was usually what Goga did.
Just a little extra.
Hmm.
trying to see if there's any firewalls before Goga does his thing. I want to make sure it goes through smoother than usual.
Yeah, you check
Okay.
your device, Shepard, and the signal does triangulate what you're looking for. No problem. And you close your PDA after confirming that the location exists on your PDA.
Right. And back off and let Goga do his thing.
You guys are sitting there hacking, and I sit down against a rock and start sleeping.
Thanks. Goga, roll me a hacking check.
Make sure
Okay.
Salsa's vitals are good while this is happening.
They're extra good.
Was it I forgot. Was it just the +10? I forgot which other
It's int and it's intelligence plus
int
the
10.
10.
Okay.
Yep.
You go ahead and
No problem. If you're ever worried about your stats, just throw it all in int. Yeah.
Shit!
That's something too. We'll say that because of this roll, both relays are connected to one another, and you hack both of them simultaneously, and are able to interconnect them to your network. You find that with these two relays in particular, you've gained the ability to I'll try to type this in for myself. Hollow bombing. You oh my god. Can open tunnels under the surface.
Also
Using
downloaded that, right? And that expert hacking.
say what again?
As it's did Salsa like absorb that expert level hacking?
Oh, for he's doing his job, but that's good to bring up. Yeah, he is. I am raising his percentages towards people when they do certain things.
Yeah.
He learned part of Mixmaster by watching Goga in the kitchen earlier, and then he learned some of this by watching him.
okay. After that, turns to them. Okay. I believe we did it. I am now able to connect to both of the relay stations. Since they're now, I guess, they're both connected to each other.
Did you send a connection to my PDA?
Send it to everyone's, and then he sends it through the PDA to everybody.
You like see it scare Eve from her sleep because she gets the notification on her fucking phone. She like gets scared and jumps up for a second and then pulls her phone out.
Good.
Both of them. There's only one here.
Where they're both connected to each other.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's efficient or not. It's insane you were able to hack into both of them from one spot.
I don't know. I guess it's the drink.
Wow. Okay. Well, do we have anything else we need to do? Are there any like noticeable like stairs or anything here?
Hollow Wolf
I'm, like, looking
notices a
around.
descendable step that could
Oh, there we
be
go.
made to work particularly on the way down, since falling isn't too bad from each of these steps.
Yeah, we just slide down to it and then slide down
Yeah.
again, yeah. Okay. Well, if
Well,
that's the case, I don't have to feel too bad about how you guys get down.
as we climb down, asked the group, well, the day is young. The day is still
I
pretty
fly down.
young. Would you guys like to maybe get a job from one of the groups around here? If that way they could boost our experience and gold, maybe.
You have raised a solid point, Mr. Shepard. Hold on. I think. Oh, yeah, we should probably find one of the foremen to get a job from so that I can finish my quest and also get that, as well as the extra XP that my character would need.
Well, on to the foreman we go.
All right, let's try to find a foreman of the mines. Since we're already working for him anyways, we kind of didn't get to choose our side. It's, but it's okay because I get a quest now. So, but yeah, we're gonna look around for one of the foremen of the mining operation.
You find Tally on their patrol.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to Tally, and I'm going to say, is there anything you need us to do, Tally?
I've heard a harrowing tale as of recent about a mutated monster attacked our coalition.
Her eyes open wide, and you guys see a smile start forming on her face. A monster, a mutated monster, you say?
Yeah, it seems to come out at night, so it's best to go back to your ship for a little bit, but it should be seismically trackable if you have connections to the relays.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have no problem finding it then. Hmm. Wow. Okay. I mean, Wolfie, do you want to stay with us or do you want to go back with them? I mean, it's kind of up to you.
Oh, stay with Tally tonight.
Okay. That makes sense to me. We get to kill a monster. It's been so long. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've gotten to kill Goga. Do you understand?
So long.
It's been
Didn't
so
you
long.
just do something the other day?
We killed the worm yesterday, but it was boring. It didn't serve a challenge. But this one might serve a challenge.
See like a imaginary thought bubble appear up above his head, looking at I guess the whole worm monster, and then he's just kind of like sighing. Yeah, I guess.
I'm sure Shepard understands. Shepard, you like the thrill of battle, don't you?
I understand you, friend Mao.
See?
Now, honestly, and I have these new upgrades. I would love to test them out.
Well, Tally, we'll do your job for you.
Well, if it's up to me, I would
So-
just trap it, but I know you guys can take it out more safely.
Well, I mean, do you want to trap it? Is there a reason to trap it instead of killing it?
Selling it usually.
That does make sense. That does make sense. I mean, that seems more up these two's alley, I suppose. I believe if we were to trap it so you could sell it, as long as, Shepard and Goga get some of the money from that ordeal. I'm sure we could arrange for that as well.
Sure. Do what you can. Do what makes sense in the moment. If it
Okay.
if it starts getting out of hand, it's probably best to take it out before it does damage. But if it seems capturable and the plan's going as perfectly as you want, then capturing it sounds good.
Okay. Well, we'll do that then.
All right.
I guess we can go hang out on the ship for a little bit while we wait.
Take care. Gee,
Goodbye.
Blink. You guys proceed back to lay ship.
As we turn around after that ordeal, you see the smile on my face quickly turn real sad and pouty as I realize that there's a high chance that we do not kill this monster.
Goga notices and then he says, cheer up, Eve. At least you'll still be able to fight it.
That's true. I
I look up
mean,
the internet and to see if there's any information.
oh, on the job we're about to undertake, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Monster.
on this monster.
No, not at all. It's mutated, so the idea would be that it's not normal.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense. You're right. I do get to fight it. And I guess at the end of the day, we are helping them.
It shares most in
Yeah.
common with the space worm, though, that you fought before. It's just like super mutated.
Even more challenging.
That worm again, huh?
Yeah, it's bigger than normal, which is pretty crazy. 3x3 instead of 2x2, and it's like looks like it's made of stone. That's what she would have told you.
There's nothing these hands cannot cut. I am the blood
Yeah.
of my sword.
It's just basically annoying to shoot at because of it.
But see, I'm the blood of my sword is what you don't understand.
I am the blood of my sword.
Not the bone, the blood.
bone.
The blood, because I'm blood demon. Blood demon vampire. Succubus.
Yeah, you just like mix up the whole line, like steel is my
I'm the
body,
blood
but
of my
fire
sword.
is my bone, and then like
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. I was getting there.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Unknown to death, nor known to life. Really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. Well, we're wrapping the session. Wrapping it up. Everybody had a good time. That's what I say. No, I'm just kidding. Any sign-offs things while we end? As we're gonna be on break for a long time.
We're gonna be on break for 2 weeks upcoming.
Help me.
Go ahead and
Help me.
have a great Merry
Well, maybe
Christmas,
next 2
Happy
weeks.
Don't die.
Kwanzaa. Excuse me. Have a
I guess
Happy
because
New
it's around,
Year. Also, subscribe to Uncle Misk.
Oh
Get
yeah,
ready for
he's got a plug. Yeah,
Get ready for the slander videos.
Yeah.
Zhao was coming up first,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna do maybe Ozai. Okay, so if you want to
He's been
hear
plotting the Ozai
about,
slander video for a while.
if you want to hear some slander of your favorite anime characters, 'cause Kakashi is getting it too. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
of course.
Go ahead and sub to Uncle Misk in the interim between this and the next episode, because I know you, the viewer, is gonna miss hearing my voice.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Is there anything to say? Not really.